This episode of Distraction is sponsored by Omega Bright CBD, formulated by Omega Bright Wellness, creators of the #1 omega-3 supplements for the past 20 years. Omega Bright CBD, safe, third-party tested, and it works. Shop online at omegabrightwellness.com. And by Landmark College, offering comprehensive support for students with ADHD and other learning differences. Learn more at lcdistraction.org. Landmark College, the college of choice for students who learn differently. Hello, this is Dr. Ned Hallowell with a mini episode of Distraction. During this pandemic, we've been doing brief minis each week, sort of a COVID-19 check-in, I guess, for want of a better name. And this episode, I'd like to devote to the theme of altruism. You know, I wrote about this in my newsletter, and I want to talk about it in this mini, because I'm just struck by how many people are just becoming heroic. And it was brought home to me by a friend of mine who works in an intensive care unit at Mount Sinai Hospital in the Bronx in New York. And he goes in every day. And, you know, this guy's a brilliant physician and sort of crusty and cynical. But here he is literally laying his life on the line. And he said to me, I'm 100% certain I will get infected. I'm just banking on my immune system to see me through. So he's going in every day. He's 100% certain he'll get infected. And he said, actually, the most difficult, dangerous part of the day is the Uber he takes to and from because he doesn't live in the Bronx. He says, well, I have a choice between Uber and the subway, and I pick Uber. But he said those interiors of those cars are bound to be covered with viruses as well. So there he goes, and then he goes in and he saves lives all day. That's what he does. And, you know, when we say it's only human, we usually mean a failing. You know, well, he lies, but he's only human, or he steals, but he's only human. So only human is usually a polite way of saying we've all got some really wretched parts to us. But I submit that it's also only human to be like my friend. That he said to me, I'm no hero. He said, I wouldn't jump on a hand grenade. I'm doing my job. You know, that's what I trained many years to be able to do, and it just wouldn't be right if I didn't do it. Well, to me, that's also only human. That we do have a deeply altruistic part to our makeup, to the point of laying your life on the line. Honestly, I don't know any parent who wouldn't immediately say, I would lay my life on the line for my child. And most people, if they have fantasies of winning the lottery, the first thing they think of is who they'd give some money to. But this friend of mine, and we're seeing it now during this epidemic all over the country, if not the world, with no fanfare, with no expectation of recompense, with every expectation of personal harm, if not death, laying their life on the line. It's only human. Well, my gosh, I hope that I would rise to the occasion the way he is, and hundreds of thousands of people are. But it's also very heartening to think, well, that's only human. We aren't as bad as sometimes the cynics would have us believe. We aren't as bad as our track record would sometimes have us believe. That we do have, in every single one of our hearts, an extraordinary capacity to do for others at our own expense, at our own sacrifice. Well, that's my COVID-19 check-in with you today. To be altruistic, to love to the point of sacrificing one's life, is only human. Okay, I would like to welcome our newest sponsor, Omega Bright CBD. Formulated by Dr. Carol Locke, my dear friend Carol Locke of Harvard Medical School, and her company, Omega Bright, that's OMEGABRITE, Wellness, creators of the #1 omega-3 supplements for 20 years. I love Omega Bright. My wife and I both take the omega-3 supplements that have been around for 20 years, and I've also started taking their newest supplement, their CBD supplement. It's safe, it's third-party tested, and it works. I honestly feel a sense of well-being and calm since I've started taking it. There's no THC in it, it's just CBD, and it's really remarkable. To learn more or buy it, go to Omega Bright CBD online at omegabrightwellness.com. That's OMEGABRITE wellness.com. Okay, remember to reach out to us with your comments. A lot of you have commented on these COVID-19 check-ins, and we love hearing from you. We had a bunch of emails. So please send us an email. Send it to connect@distractionpodcast.com. That's connect@distractionpodcast.com. Share your stories and thoughts. Write an email or recording a voice memo and send it to us at connect@distractionpodcast.com. Distraction is created by Sounds Great Media. Our recording engineer and editor is my dear friend and wonderful colleague, Pat Keogh. And our producer is the delightful, effervescent, and always brilliant and imaginative Sarah Guertin. The episode of Distraction you just heard was sponsored by Omega Bright CBD, formulated by Omega Bright Wellness, creators of the #1 omega-3 supplements for the past 20 years. Omega Bright CBD, safe, third-party tested, and it works. Shop online at omegabrightwellness.com.